I'm not gonna go into the politics of why things haven't really popped off in UK in terms of our community, because I can only have my own opinion, and I'm not gonna be a know-it-all either. So you know, I mean, I only tried what I could do, and that was it. But we've had some good times, man. We've had some good times. Like when we did like a couple tours around UK doing barrier fiestas, like we had some good times, man. We shared, even not just within our group, we shared it with other groups. You know, something was spiraling. There was momentum, but it just didn't really pull through. But we'll go into that another time, then.
Yeah, yeah. I heard. You know what? When I was in Nottingham, I heard bare stories about you, man. Because Michael used to tell me, innit, when he used to go down and party.
Let's just avoid that for this podcast, and we'll talk about that another time. Nah, I don't trust you, bro. You might say some messed up stuff that I was never. Listen, disclaimer, yeah. If Mama says something, I want there, bro, because I didn't know him. I didn't jam with him in Nottingham. You get me? I jammed with him in the later stages of life. I only saw that when it came down to music. End of story, mate.
I'm just saying, I used to hear bare stories about you. Like, I ain't gonna go into it, but Mike just tell me some stuff. But yo, these might sound interesting still, and obviously it's London, so it's a lot more.
London's a bit peak, but like everyone knows when it comes to me, I wasn't about any drama. I was just like, look, music, make money, go home. Do you know what I mean? Done. Do you know what I mean? If you ain't doing one or the other, you're not supposed to be out there. So yeah, that was my mindset. Obviously, have a party, have a drink up, go to a bar every now and again. You know what I mean? When you're young, you do that. But like, obviously, over time, as I got older, I was like, yeah, this is nonsense. Man just wants to make money and do my thing. So yeah, I kind of avoided all the drama as I got older. Like just realizing that it's just long. Cause I wanted more than that. You know what I mean? So,
yeah,
I always make it go serious, innit? I always make things go serious when it comes to. I'm too preachy, but it is what it is, man. That's just me. Preachy. Pastor, you know what I mean? So what are you saying about what's going on now, bro? How do you feel about this whole quarantine vibe that we're catching? It's April now, and this started about at least 3 weeks ago for some people 2 months. Do you know what I mean? Because they already had symptoms, and they were just told, don't come to work because you might be spreading it, and it's been a bit mad for some people.
Yeah,
I just want to know what your thoughts are.
The thing that pissed me off about the whole thing is just the amount of racism I keep seeing, innit? That's what really angers me, innit? Like the lockdown thing, I can handle that because being away from certain people sometimes it's for the better, innit? You get me? So I can concentrate on more healthy living, do more exercise, and plan what I'm going to do next for when all this is over. Just stop, and then when it's all over, get up.
Yeah, man, I'm loving it personally. Like, you know me, innit? I'm an indoors guy, innit? Do you know what I mean? I'm a fully geeked out, play games, you know, learn some YouTube editing or video editing. Just learn something. I'm that sort of person. I like being in front of a computer and learning something. I like being productive.
Man, like Hugh turning hermit.
So yeah, like caveman, you know what I mean? But people out there, they can't do this. They're not built for this lifestyle, you know? They're really not. They're all gagging to go out or go to the park or have a barbecue or meet up with their friends, you know what I mean? They can't handle it without being people, and it's crazy.
Like, I was speaking to Baki today, and I said, as soon as this is over...
Yeah, I saw them today. They had a nice little barbecue at home. They were doing all that, bro. All that partying, bro.
Yeah, they got the food and everything. I said to him, after all this, me, J.E., you and kids, studio, man. Everyone in the studio, just get down to work, innit? You know what I mean?
Just vibing. The thing is, though, that's what I mean. Like, once we're out of this quarantine, everyone's back to work. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because this is what I'm trying to say. It's weird because we made time available to get away from work. Like, you know, other people have to work. Some people can live their free, happy-go-lucky life. Or, like, you know, they got a bit more income to have a bit more leverage to do things with their time. But some of us have to go back to work. I have to go back to work. I have to go back to work for sure. You know what I mean? I got to get out of here, bro. So, but yeah, like, it's weird because you got the time, but you can't meet people in person. It's like, I'm sure everyone's been like, look, we're doing a Zoom call right now, just to make this podcast thing happen. We were supposed to do this in person, and it really got me thinking, like, wow, we can just use an online video calling app, and then boom, Bob's your uncle. We can do this. So yeah, we was talking about this ages ago, and I was like, "Bro, why didn't we just do this sooner than possible?" But quarantine makes you start thinking in this mindset. You know what I mean? So yeah, but I see some people like shout out to the couples who got split up for quarantine and respecting the social distancing. You get me? them long distance relationship vibes, social media relationships.
Yeah,
FaceTime and that.
Yeah, the only real issue that bugged me from the quarantine was just all them racist dickheads, man. Like, they're just so small-minded and dumb, like attacking people. But they're only doing.
Go on.
They're only doing it. What I've noticed, they're only doing it to the old people and like students, like geeky ones, they could get away with. They ain't doing it to no gang member, because that's when it will all stop. It's chop or shot in your head. I swear.
Yeah. Anyone who looks a bit like rough on the edges or like like proper hip hop street clothing now, like no one really bothers you. You know what I mean? So I get what you're saying. But you know how it is, man. We've been here for ages. Racism is just standard, bruv. It happens, and people turn a blind eye because they don't want to get caught up in the drama. That's what it is, man. But obviously, because when you're stuck in quarantine, all you see is all this stuff on social media, this, that, the other. You know what I mean? And that's another thing I want to get into in a bit. But yeah, man, that racism is just it's always gonna be there, isn't it? Like media's always gonna divide us somehow through some sort of like
that
topic or something that comes up.
That's why you've always got to have the ballet song ready.
I said the ballet song. like he's gonna go Angle 3, Angle 4, Angle 5, 9 up, 9 up, number 12. That's ready with a ballet. How are you gonna walk around with a ballet song in your shorts, bro? How is that possible? Like a ballet song coming out of your shorts? No,
I got the jeans, baby.
Man, you ain't seen my ballet song comb, have you? I've got a ballet song comb here, bro.
Yeah, Mike used to have one still.
I got a ballet song comb. Let me put it out quickly. Still, I'm gonna do it for the podcast.
Have you got the arnis stick?
Huh?
What is it? The arnis, the stick.
What are we talking about? Wait, ballet song is the butterfly knife, right?
Yeah,
bruv. Alright, bruv, you're gonna like this, bruv. I'm sure you've seen it before. Like I made a funny video with it a long time ago. Where did I put it, man? It's here somewhere. Oh, that's
yours the big thing or the small thing?
Huh?
Is yours the big thing or the small thing?
No, not them mad like 20-inch ballet song ones from Batangas. I've seen them still. Like, you got a ballet song and it looks like a sword when you pull it out, bro. That's mad, bro. Yeah. But just to let you guys know, I'm not like a hold upper, or I don't jack people on the road or anything. I'm just a fan of martial arts, and part of our Filipino culture is something called a Cali Scream, innit? Anyway, it's here, bro.
Yeah, that one.
You know what I mean? Oh man, I hurt myself.
Little comb and then flick it where you can. Comes in handy.
I was like, officer, it's not a knife. I'm just combing my hair, sir. You know what I mean? I just use it to practice. It's just practicing the motions, man. You know what I mean?
Wait, you see? I was watching Philippines once. Yeah, these guys in they'll get like a knife, get poison from the spider, soak the knife in it, and then they'll give you a little cut. And 20 minutes. You're running, and then you start to get out of breath, and you just fucked and just drop dead.
Dead? Oh no, that's long. I'm not about that life, man. Listen, I'll toy with the education, but I'm not about that life in real life, bro. I do it for physical health, fitness, yeah. Do you know what I mean? But I'm not trying to kill no one, bro.
Oh, no, I'm not saying trying to kill someone, but saying the way they made it was mad. They got the poison out of the spider and just soaked the knife in it. It was mad.
I've seen that stuff, man. Bro, we have some weird techers, yeah. We have some weird. We've had some weird culture. Like, we invented the yo-yo. Apparently, I'm sure we invented the yo-yo. But the yo-yo was a weapon.
Is it true then? you lot invented. Is that true? I heard this before.
Yeah, I don't know what's true or not because I wasn't there in like how many centuries ago. You know what I mean? But apparently, we invented the yo-yo. So, but the yo-yo was not a toy. It was probably concealed as a toy, but it was used as a weapon. So I can imagine like you throw it at someone like a boomerang, it hits them and it comes back, innit? Like you know the distance. Like walk the dog and you hit. You know what I mean? Pop. You know what I mean? Like. Running around the world, what? Like Dragon Ball Z. You know what I mean? Like Spider-Man. Oh, it's that.
Oh, we got a lot of good movies though, man. Like fucking, I just enjoy the movement on the whole, everything. Like,
yeah.
Like I remember in the early days, I first used to come here, and people used to be like, "Oh, do you mind that we speak in Tagalog?" I'm like, no, you talk how you want, innit? You're a human being. I enjoy listening. If I was that bothered, why would I listen to the music for?
Yeah, that's the thing. Not everyone's open like that, to culture.
Yeah,
like, they're too like they have a fear of missing out, like, or feeling out of place. Like, there's nothing wrong with like seeing something different and not knowing what's going on. Like, do you know what I mean? Sometimes you just got to observe. And take it in.
First thing small-minded people do normally is, can you stop talking in your language because I think that you're talking about me. That's just paranoid.
Yeah, they think negative, innit? Like, oh yeah. But I ain't gonna lie, bro. I've done that bare times. Like, someone wants to come on the bus, I'm just chatting shit. I'm just like, bro, this guy looks spooky, bro. But I'm saying it in our language, isn't it? Like, you know what I mean? Just busting joke. It's steep, but do you know what I mean? Like, it would be a madness if like some white don came on the bus and we was cussing him off. And he was like, oi! I understand what you're saying, bro. It's like, oh shit, but I think that's what language is about, innit? Like when someone doesn't really understand what you're saying, I think that's the other bit of fun you get out of it. Do you know what I mean? The kind of the advantage of having another language, because it happens everywhere, innit? Someone's cussing you off in like another language, man. It happens, man. Do you know what I mean? It's just a polite way of doing it. Do you know what I mean? If you think about it, bro. Rather than Rago like, "Oh, you fucking," do you know what I mean? It's just like. No, you know what I mean? You don't know what we're saying, is it? But he's not even pointing at you. He's saying, looking at his friend, but really he's like, oh yeah, you know that guy? Do you know what I mean? He's cussing him off, but he's not. It's just he's cussing him off, but in another language, and it's just it's jokes. It is bants, bro. But yeah, but even if it's true though. Like, you should never let people. You should never say to people, "Don't speak in your own language." Why not? No. If I could speak my own language. If you could speak 7 languages, why not? Why wouldn't you talk to someone in 7 different languages? Why wouldn't you talk to 7 different people who speak 7 different languages? If he's got a problem speaking to you in English, speak to him in French. The guy speaks French. Do you know what I mean? It is what it is. Like, why would you hinder communication if you're trying to force someone to speak in a language they can't speak? You know what I mean?
It's like, even though I can't fully understand the language, I know when someone's taking a piss. Like, you can
I know what you do, bruv. I've clocked what you do. You go on Google and you go to Google Translate, bruv. You copy and paste them bars, bruv. I know what you do, bruv. Yeah. Don't shake your head like you don't, bruv. I know you do it. Because you understand certain things, and I'm thinking, wow, how does he understand?
Not Google Translate, yeah. There's a thing called Gyalis, in it, where you go on your phone book and it's just like, yo, hey babe, kiss me, boy, babe. What does that mean?
You know how like Apple phones have Siri. You just have Nini. You know what I mean? Oh, Nini, translate this for me.
Good morning, my baby. Can you tell me what this means?
You're a clown. Hey,